CBC News has learned Windsor's public libraries have been used as venues for dozens of online sex shows. A woman streamed video of herself performing lewd acts for paying customers. So far, she hasn't faced any charges. Magda Gebrselassie is on the story for us from Windsor. Magda, how did this all come to light?
Well, Carol, I can tell you that we got a tip here about a woman named Little Secret. At least that's what she goes by online. Now, we were told that she was performing live webcam sex shows in many different areas, but specifically in Windsor libraries, within Windsor libraries. We launched an investigation and were able to determine there were 2 branches involved in these videos. We found about 52 videos online. Now, in many of them, you can see her doing everything from flashing the camera to even using sex toys on herself. And in the background, you can see people walking around. There are others who are using the computer, studying. Some people, she moves the camera around a bit so you can see people in between the aisles looking at books. So there are people around her at all times, and any time someone comes around her, she tends to cover up. Now, one of the videos that we did find online was extremely disturbing, especially for some parents. You can see a child come into the frame and actually talk to Little Secret. And during that video, Little Secret's trying to convince the child to move on to another part of the library. Meanwhile, she's covered up during that time. But the fact that there is a little child that you can see in this video is very disturbing to many. And the fact that there's 52 videos out there is disturbing to this community.
Okay, do we know, Magda, do we know anything more about, whether she was charging for these videos online or whether she was working for someone was telling her to make these videos or anything like that?
Well, she was working for a site where the women are asked by people on the other side to do various things, and they are paid a certain amount if they do what they are asked of. It goes live online, and a lot of times other sites may be streaming that video, and then they post those videos to be purchased. So this could be out there online on many different sites.
Okay. What's been the reaction?
Well, the reaction's still coming in, actually. Now, we shared what we found with the CEO of the library, Kitty Pope. I can tell you that she was very shocked to find out that there are videos online. She did confirm for us, though, that the library did have a complaint a couple of months ago about a woman who was taking pictures of herself, taking inappropriate pictures of herself. And she tells me that that woman was kicked out of the library. They didn't know who she was. They didn't have a name, but they did kick her out of the library. They say that they notified police, and staff was told to keep this woman out if she returns to the library. Now, Kitty Pope says they were not aware that there were videos at the time. They thought it was one complaint about pictures that she was taking of herself, and the fact that there are videos out there is very concerning to her. We also talked to police about this incident, and they tell us that they can't launch a formal investigation without a formal complaint. They need somebody to see what happened, to come forward, to talk to them, to be able to launch a complaint. Now, we also approached the mayor today about this, and here's what Mayor Drew Dilkens had to say.
Well, clearly it's very, very disturbing. We don't tolerate nor do we condone people exposing themselves or showing nude photos of themselves in any form or of anyone in a public library. It's not something that we tolerate as a city. It's not something I think as a parent I would want to happen to my family or my kids.
Now, I can tell you that police are now asking anyone who may have seen this woman participating in these inappropriate activities to come forward to speak to them. So they are, in fact, looking into this matter. The library is also looking into it. An investigation has been launched, and they're trying to figure out how they can ensure that something like this doesn't happen again.
All right. Magda Gebrselassie in Windsor. Thank you, Magda.